Hey good people, welcome back to the channel, and thanks for hanging in there with me on this very productive day. It's been over a month since the last episode of Our Kind of People aired, and to be quite honest with you, I kind of forgot all about it. Now from what I've seen from the show thus far, I don't expect there to be a season 2, which would be a shame because the show had so much promise. So for the purposes of this review, I'm going to go over the important storylines of the episode, sharing my thoughts on the storylines, and giving you a rating. So without any further delay, let's jump right in. For this episode, there are 4 major storylines going on. First, there is Patricia feeling remorse for killing her boyfriend several decades ago and wanting to make amends for it. Second, there's Tyrique choosing whether to stay loyal to Teddy or whether to betray him. Third, there's Angie's desire to get into the sisterhood. And lastly, there's Leah deciding whether to stay loyal to Teddy or not. Throughout the episode, Patricia has several scenes that are questionable. First, we see Patricia talking to Angie about not losing sight of Tyrique and also warning Angie about confronting Teddy about the past. Up until this point, Angie has never really listened to Patricia, and I don't see why it has to change now. But later on in the episode, Patricia meets with Tyrique to confess that she lied to him about not knowing who his father was. Patricia proceeds to tell Tyrique all that she knows about his father, which really isn't helpful to Tyrique, but they part ways. Patricia then meets with Angie and Nate, and she tells them that she wants to turn herself into the police for killing her boyfriend so many years ago. Nate and Angie convince Patricia to hold off on that, but later on Patricia is seen arriving at the police station and willing to turn herself in. Now, this storyline is pretty dumb for a number of reasons. For one, it does absolutely nothing to move the character arc, and 2, Patricia's actions seem very unrealistic. She went from being the voice of reason to her family, to being a drug addict, and then to wanting to abandon her family to spend the rest of her life in prison. Come on now. Next, we have to talk about Tyrique. He comes back into the fold by giving a presentation pitch for the stadium deal. Teddy is present, and after the presentation, Teddy asks Tyrique to go to the police station to pick up some documents. We later learn that the documents that Teddy wants Tyrique to pick up is paperwork that Teddy needs to acquire Raymond's company. Raymond arrives at the police station at the same time as Tyrique, and he tries to smooth talk Tyrique into letting him see the documents. Tyrique initially refuses, but later on in the episode, not only does Tyrique agree to hand over the documents, but he also agrees to be Raymond's spy in an effort to help take Teddy down. The way this unfolded was dumb for a number of reasons. Tyrique has never shown the ability to defend himself or get his hands dirty. If Teddy did indeed kill Tyrique's father, then what does Tyrique think Teddy will do once he finds out that Tyrique betrayed him? Furthermore, Teddy has the ability to sink all of Tyrique's business deals, and Tyrique is going to align himself with a guy in Raymond that could easily be a used car salesman in another life. It's pretty dumb. Next, we finally have the episode showing whether or not Angie will make it into the sisterhood. The potential inductees are asked to make a dessert that tells their family story. And at the event where the desserts are shared, the existing members of the organization will vote on which women will get inducted into the organization. Angie has a brief standoff with Raymond's mother, but this time she uses her head and words to outsmart Raymond's mother. We finally get the vote of all votes, and when it's Angie's turn, it's a tie. Leah is the tiebreaker, and she votes against letting Angie into the club. In my opinion, this is dumb because it erases nearly all the character growth and development between Angie and Leah, and now we're back at square one with the two of them feuding like characters on Empire. And lastly, let's talk about Leah having her loyalty to Teddy questioned. In this episode, Leah knows that her sister and husband have serious issues with Teddy. Leah also tries to talk to Teddy on behalf of Angie, and that gets her put between a rock and a hard place. Teddy tells Leah that she needs to handle Angie, or he would, and Leah complies. And to me, this is dumb. Leah is the same character who tried to blackmail her father for control of the company in the very first episode. Now she's somehow too afraid to go head to head with him? Then again, I can see why Leah may be afraid of Teddy. The man had Parkinson's disease for nearly the whole season, and he nearly died during major heart surgery a few episodes ago. And after eating a slice of birthday cake and doing the electric slide on the dance floor, he is immediately cured of everything. Teddy must have superpowers at this point. So let me get to the rating. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this episode a solid 3. While the storylines for the episode were good from a standalone perspective, they completely go against the character development that has been taking place for the first 9 episodes. I think I speak for many people here when I say I can't wait for this show to finally end. And with that comes the end of my 3rd review for the day. I'm taking my hind parts to bed, but if you wish to leave a comment about the review or the episode, feel free to drop it below, and sometime tomorrow I'll be sure to reply. Until next time, stay tuned and stay safe. Peace.